Complete news coverage you can count on. News Talk for the Palouse. KQQQ Pullman. It's 6 o'clock.
Live from the Table Kitchen and Bar at Palouse Ridge Golf Club in Pullman. This is the Cougar Basketball Hour. Tonight's show is presented by Crimson and Gray. Visit them at 1096 Southeast Bishop Boulevard in Pullman, or find them at every Cougar Basketball Hour this season. Crimson and Gray, proud supporter of Cougar Athletics. Now, alongside Washington State women's basketball coach Kamie Ethridge, here's Steve Grubbs.
Well, thank you very much, and a very pleasant good evening to you all. We do welcome you to the Table Kitchen and Bar here at the Palouse Ridge Golf Club as we do get you ready for the Cougar Basketball Hour with Kamie Ethridge, as we're here again Tuesday nights from 6 until 7, as we've got a handful of games left on the season, a few weeks left to go here before we head off to Vegas for the West Coast Conference Tournament. First things first, Coach, welcome back here once again to Palouse Ridge Golf Club as we get ready to do this again, another hour and another Cougar Basketball Hour with you, head coach Kamie Ethridge.
Yeah, excited. Appreciate the people that just continue to come out and support us in every way that you guys do. And a new venue, love it, and keep experimenting with all the new foods.
Absolutely.
So I'm extending out and trying some new things tonight. So excited about the food options.
Okay, looking forward to that. We invite you to come out and enjoy all the different options given to you by the Table Kitchen and Bar. Again, we'll be here over the next couple of Tuesdays as well. And coming off of a road trip to California where we had a win against San Diego, followed by a loss against Pepperdine, a little good, a little bad. Just your kind of overall thoughts on the road trip. Do you want to go game by game, or do you want to go kind of just your thoughts overall on the two games that we played in California?
You know, just an interesting week going up into that. Like, I think we were practicing on Monday and literally going through just basic shooting, and LA comes down with like a shooting pain in her back that literally took her out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We got her a massage. We got her in the doctors. We got her all that. And it's just the little nicks that are happening to us. And so she plays a great game on Thursday, or plays okay, and we survive that and have some good moments in that and manage a win, a really great team win. And then just again, just the nature of the schedule. You know, we play on a 6 o'clock, we go home, we have to get up at whatever, 8 and scout, and then go practice, and then get on a bus to ride for 4 hours,
right, and
then arrive at like 5 p.m. and then go to bed, and then wake up the next day and play a 1 o'clock game. And Pepperdine is not.
Oh, well, they don't have a game at all that week.
They don't have a game on Thursday, and we don't have that situation. We don't. Our 2 buys happen on Saturday, so we don't have that advantage where someone's having to come in here on we could schedule all week to practice for Portland, and then we play them on Saturday. But a lot of people in this league have that advantage. And, you know, I didn't know that. You don't know that in a league, and we're kind of those stepchildren in this league anyway, so you're not going to cry about that. But next year, when we're in the Pac-12, we need to set some parameters that those kinds of things shouldn't happen. You shouldn't be on the road playing a 6 o'clock game, having to travel to some place that's had a bye. Those are things that shouldn't happen in our league. And it just felt like that. It felt like we were a little flat tire, and not as energetic as we need to be. We're not as sharp as we need to be, and that's on us. We need to figure that out. We need to be better. We weren't good enough. Pepperdine's playing great, but just a tough situation that we couldn't overcome, and at some point we got to overcome it.
Yeah, is the hope then that maybe over these next few weeks, this is a week where we actually do get the bye. Now it happens to come on a Saturday, as you mentioned, instead of on a Thursday. So we do have to play Portland on Thursday, but then we get the bye on Saturday. We're done with California road trips, and again, still got to make a bus trip up to Gonzaga. Very good team, obviously. make the flight over to Portland, get down to Corvallis, and then we wrap up with 2 at home. Is the hope that after this really, really brutal month of travel, the fact that we're here in the Pacific Northwest gives us some time to maybe rest and heal? I mean, obviously, the problem is, I guess, is that it's coming at the end of the season, right, where you're already dealing with nicks and bruises and just tired legs and all of that. But at the same time, I guess you get a little break over these next few weeks, or do you not view it that way?
Well, I love the breaks coming this late. I mean, again, for us, it's a little unfortunate with where we are in our season, but still, I think it's going to help us. I think it's going to help us to, again, it just helps you get 2 days off on a week. It helps you scout 2 teams prior to going on the road trip. It's not so tight. There's so many good things about that. It lets our kids get into the gym and get extra shots individually, like what they need to do. So this is a great time to have a break, but unfortunately we haven't. We got sidetracked a little bit in how we handled other people's breaks. Like you got run under the bus a little bit by how we had to handle the other people's breaks. So, but this is what we are, and this is where we are, and we got a great situation for us to come in and play some of the top teams in our conference. Obviously Pepperdine is playing really well. We got Portland, who's at the top of the league. You got Oregon State, you got Gonzaga. All those guys are at the top of the league. So this is a great opportunity for us to make a stand, take a stand.
Absolutely. Again, just getting things started here today. Again, we're at the table, kitchen and bar at the Palouse Ridge Golf Club. As we're getting things started, we'll be here throughout the entire hour with Coach Ethridge. Let's go ahead and take our first break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about the 2 games played over the weekend, the game and a win against San Diego, and then the loss against Pepperdine. We'll do that when we come back. Again, happy to have you with us. Just getting things started, your Cougar Basketball Hour on the Cougar Sports Network.
Adams Tractor has helped the Northwest knock out to-do list one tough job at a time. As your local Kubota dealer in Spokane and Lewiston, we're proud to back Washington State athletics with the same grit we bring to every yard, field, and job site. From mowing to digging to plowing, Kubota delivers, and so do we. Visit AdamsTractor.com. Adams Tractor, nearly a century strong, powered by Kubota, fueled by Coug pride.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Look, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but if you're a WSU fan and you haven't switched your phone service to Cougs Mobile, you're passing up a slam dunk. Here's the deal. You get exclusive game day perks, and Cougs Mobile contributes to WSU athletics every time you pay your monthly bill. No contracts, no hidden fees, no reason to wait. Switch now to the only phone plan built for Coug fans and on the T-Mobile 5G network. Visit CougsMobile.com.
Hi, I'm Andre Gabriel.
I'm Dara Peters.
And I'm Tasia Sniffen. We're cheerleaders on the WSU Spirit Squad.
Meet Krista Gross, the realtor who supports students like us with NIL sponsorships and resources to help us succeed.
She's dedicated, relentless, and always puts her clients first, just like a true Coug.
With award-winning service and a passion for helping people, Krista is the ultimate coach for home buyers and sellers.
Support her because she supports us. You can find her online at KristaGross.com. That's Krista with a K, KristaGross.com.
Go Coug!
Cougar Basketball Hour, and your Cougar Basketball Hour, it is presented to you by Crimson and Gray. You can visit them at 1096 Southeast Bishop Boulevard in Pullman, or you can find them at every coach's show this season. Crimson and Gray, proud supporter of Cougar Athletics, Cougar Basketball, and the Cougar Basketball Hour, also brought to you by Toyota and the Junior Cougar Kids Club, presented by Toyota, the official kids club of the Washington State Cougars, and it's the best way for the youngest members of Cougar Nation to show off their Cougar pride. Find out more information about your Junior new Cougs membership perks at wsucougars.com/JRCougs. Again, with the head coach of Washington State University women's basketball, Kamie Ethridge. Coach, you started off the trip last week with the win against San Diego. And you saw 4 players in double digits that day. We had Malia Rude, who ended up getting a matched her season high with 19 points. What did you think of her performance in that contest and the way that she came out and really kind of dominated, especially at times during that game?
Yeah, I mean, she's had her typical freshman kind of ups and downs and trying to figure it out, and probably a little bit of a slump in January, and typical of this season is so much longer than a high school season, and they don't know how to overcome that and manage that. And I think she really made an intentional commitment to get back into the gym and work on her outside shot, because that's the one thing that kind of fell off in that probably January period, where she wasn't making outside threes that really stretch the defense and extend some of the things that we can get when she's making threes. And I remember we sat in the meeting and before that weekend, and she just said, "I think I'm back. I think I got my 3-point back." And then she goes in that game and plays great and gets it. And that's the best thing ever, when kids actually spend the time in the gym and work on the outside shot or work on something, and then it translates into the game. And that's not, you're not guaranteed that.
Yeah.
You can practice and it doesn't translate, but that did for her, and it's just a message to everybody. It's not magic. It's not a pill you can take. You got to get in the gym and you got to work, and that hopefully translates into the game, and you make shots in the game. And again, that's a great lesson for her to learn. Mindset, her trying to do the things that we're asking her to do, screen great, go after rebounds, be a presence in the post, extend and make threes. I mean, she's trying her guts out to do that. She's not perfect. She's inconsistent, but she's trying her guts out. And for a freshman, she's doing some amazing things.
Yeah, again, matched a career high with 19, had 3 threes that day. And
I think there was a moment where she shot a 3 and she was like, oh no, and then ran in and got the rebound because she knew it was so badly missed.
But she got the rebound. I think she might have even got the putback.
And one, maybe.
Yeah. So we had 4 players in double digits that day. So you had the secondary scoring as well, because you also had Charlotte Abraham. And I thought Shasha really had a weekend where she left it all out on the court for you in both games, and she scored 16 that game. Mackenzie Chatfield, I thought, had a pretty good weekend for you too. She also had 16. And then you mentioned all that LA went through, and again ran out of gas a little bit on Saturday, but she came up with 15 big points, and obviously to have all of them in double digits, all 4 of them, is what we needed, because despite the fact that we led virtually the entire way against San Diego, it was close the entire way, and we needed all of that scoring to get past them in that victory.
Well, I think that's exactly right for San Diego, and it's probably the recipe we need for the rest of the season. Like, we have to have 4 people in double digits. We have to find scoring punch from multiple positions. Whether that's Alex and Malia, whether that's Shasha, Key can come in and be some of those things, whether that's obviously LA has got to produce for us. At this point, we want to be great defensively, but the best teams are able to score points, and we've got to score enough points that we can stay with them. Yes, we need to be better defensively. How do we be better defensively? We don't turn the ball over and let people have run-out layups, and that was Pepperdine. Pepperdine got layups on us. Sometimes off rebounding gets us the best of us. So those are 2 areas that I think we can really help ourselves in keeping someone from getting 80 points to 70 points. And when they're at 70 points, I think we can manage that. But, yeah, if we can get multiple people, 4 people in double figures, that's a big thing for us.
Yeah, and you mentioned that Pepperdine game, and I mean, I realize it's a big chunk of the game, 10 minutes, but I mean, the difference in that game was the last 5 minutes of the first quarter and the first 5 minutes of the second quarter, and I think I went back and counted it up. I think you had something like 9 turnovers, and they ended up with something like 16 points off of turnovers during that stretch. I mean, it's just tough to overcome that 22-2 run that they went on. Outside of that, though, I mean, again, Pepperdine was a team that had won 3 in a row going into the conference, and despite all the disadvantages schedule-wise going in, we were with them. Now, again, that's a big stretch of time, 10 minutes to not be at our best, and we certainly weren't. But I guess what I'm saying is that out of those 30 of the other 40 minutes, we were right there with them, and just shows that I think that with this conference, this is my ultimate point, and I'm going to take a long route to get there. As I look at the scores coming in, do you get the feeling that when we get to Vegas, just about anybody can beat anybody? The question is, especially for those that have to play early in the tournament, can you do it day after day after day to try and advance and win at the tournament?
I think that's a great message, and I think this league is playing out that way. Maybe Gonzaga's being a little bit better than everybody else. Maybe there's a 1 or 2 team tier, but there's an opportunity for anybody to go in and win games. You know, that whole, I mean, our whole system, I want to play our subs.
Yeah.
And I want them to be, but, you know, when you go in the game, your mindset needs to be, we're up 4. When I leave, we're going to be up 6. And nothing else matters. Nothing else matters.
Right.
And we can sometimes manage starters on starters, and that varies. I know nothing is a perfect situation. When we went to Pepperdine, we had a big stretch where we went literally, we had like 4 different lineups in, and we were 0 for 12 or 14. Mm-hmm. Like, we didn't score, and they scored 12 or 14. Like, you know, that's not to say it's any one person on the subgroup that comes in. It's just the mindset that when I go in the game, my team has to win. Mm-hmm. And my team has, and that's a competitive, that's a what do I need to do to make us successful? That may be screening, that may be giving up a shot to give someone else a better shot, that may be defending. I mean, those are the things that individual players, especially people coming off the bench, you have to be experts at what you need to do to make us successful. And that's a hard thing to do for young players, because I think everybody wants to score, everybody wants to help, everybody wants to, you know, and they overextend themselves sometimes. But I'm telling you, it's just it's a mindset that, you know, we got to go from we're staying with it. We have to sub. I believe in the subs. But we have to find ways to manage that. And that's competitiveness. That's get rebounds. We got out-rebounded. We gave away turnovers that led to layups. And, again, those are the things that are killing us from keeping us from winning games. And that's not just subs. That's everybody in any given point of the game. So it's a real battle. And players need to be so focused on, when I go in the game, this is score. Mm-hmm. And when I leave the game, this is score. And that needs to be everything they think about. That nothing else matters.
The next minute of the game, and the next minute that you're in the game to keep your
and
team where they're at or better.
Did we win when I was on the court? Was my team better when I was on the court? And if you're not, nothing else matters. You got to figure out a way to make those minutes matter. Mm-hmm.
Again, with Coach Ethridge, we'll have a little bit more with her as we talk about the upcoming game. Again, Portland coming to town on Thursday. We've got a player, Tanya, going to be making her way up here.
A little freshman.
All right,
Freshman's
Tanya Volance is going to be here in just a couple minutes. We do have paper if you want to either ask Tanya a question or Coach Ethridge a question for later in the hour. You can write down your question. We'll get it on the air for you. We're going to take a break, and then we'll have our player interview. It's next. It's the Cougar Basketball Hour on the Cougar Sports Network.
The sports broadcast is brought to you in part by Pullman Regional Hospital, the official hospital of Washington State Athletics. Rural communities face unique healthcare challenges. By providing hands-on opportunities for WSU students in health sciences, nursing, pharmacy, and the Elson S. Floyd College of Medicine, Pullman Regional Hospital is helping to shape the future of local healthcare. Learn more at pullmanregional.org. Pullman Regional Hospital and Washington State, partners in excellence.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
If we know anything about Cougs fans, it's that a win isn't all you're hungry for on game day. So Northern Quest has a full lineup of restaurants and lounges ready to face any appetite. Cheer on your Cougs with craft beer and cocktails in front of Epic's 10 by 30 foot screen. Grab a steak at Maslow's, a fine cigar at Legends of Fire, or tackle a burger at Fat Burger, you know, before it tackles you. Full menus at northernquest.com. Go Cougs!
Dear Traction, Toyota has 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. The RAV4 has legendary versatility. The Grand Highlander's adult-sized third row is for real. And the Tacoma's wild side comes standard. From job sites to campsites and game nights, there's an all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive Toyota to get you there in style. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
So happy to have you with us again. It is your Cougar Basketball Hour. Coach Ethridge was with us for a little bit. We will have Tanya Vlasic making her way up here as well, as we've got a few questions for the freshman out of Slovenia. Again, happy to have you with us. Single game tickets to WSU men's and women's basketball are available right now at WSUCougars.com/ticks. Come experience all the action at Beasley Coliseum and cheer on the Cougs. Get yours today at WSUCougars.com/TIX. Again, the Cougars coming to town Thursday night as the Portland Pilots will be here for that 6 o'clock tip-off time. Tanya Vlasic is joining us. How are you tonight?
Great, excited.
We're excited to have you with us, a freshman from Slovenia. First of all, let's talk a little bit about your decision to come to the United States and your decision to come to Washington State University. What went through that process for you to make Washington State your home to come here and play basketball?
So basically, I committed without visiting. So I basically just trusted what they were saying. Lori was really nice through the whole process. She helped me a lot. And the thing that just convinced me to commit was when Coachy said the phrase, "We know that this is a big jump for you, but we are here to catch you." Okay. And I really believed that and felt it. So, yep, that's how I'm here.
I mean, that's fantastic. And again, the faith that you place in them and the faith that they have in you to bring you from Slovenia to over here. What's it been like? What's it been like to be in the United States? And did you always dream of playing basketball in the United States, or was that something that just kind of came along a little bit later on in your basketball career? Or did you always know that playing over here and playing collegiate basketball was something you wanted to do?
No, it was my dream since I was little that I wanted to play in America in college. So yeah, a dream come true.
And when did you start playing basketball, and when did you think that you started to think, okay, this is something I'm pretty good at and I've got a chance to excel in?
Well, I started when I was 8 years old. It was just like spontaneous. I just needed some hobby, and I just picked basketball. So yeah, I don't know when I realized that I wanted to do that for not a living, but like more professionally. But I think it was like around 12, 13.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. And then was there any other sports that you played while you were growing up? Is there any other sport that if it wasn't for basketball, maybe this would have been the sport for you? Or was it always basketball and only basketball? Or were there some other sports that you were really good at when you were growing up?
I was always playing all of the sports, like just for fun, but basketball was my love.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's fantastic. As we got a couple of questions, you mind if we run through a couple of these?
Yeah.
All right. Tell us about your recruiting process. You did just a little bit about that with Lori. Was there anything else that just kind of clicked with that? Did you get a chance to meet her face-to-face? And then just kind of talk about the whole process from start to finish.
No, basically we just had a lot of FaceTime calls. She sent me a lot of videos of the campus. I met some of the players, even in the national team, Marta and Sasha. I knew about LS, so this just made me feel more convinced that I want to be here. And then the phrase just,
got it
was it.
Sealed the deal.
Yeah.
Love it. And then what about this team full of all these international players? Talk about your teammates and just what it's been like to be part of this team as a freshman this season.
Well, I think it's great that we have a lot of international players. I think that everybody brings so much to this team. Different style plays, different languages, different thought processes, and everybody's super nice to me and guiding me through the whole freshman year. And I'm just super thankful and grateful to be in this team.
We heard you have a new hobby. What is your new hobby?
So basically, I started reading.
Okay.
I went into reading. Ken's basically showed this to me and just said that anybody who doesn't like reading just didn't read the right book, didn't start with the great book. So, yeah.
Is there a book that you're reading right now that you're really enjoying, or is it something that you have read that is on maybe people in the audience should read if they are looking for something to read?
Well, there is one author, Frida something.
Okay.
She writes thrillers. I just read The Word D and The Boyfriend, and it's about the plot twist. So it's really interesting.
All right. Yeah. Again, Tanya Valancic is joining us. Got a couple more questions. How many languages do you speak? You're obviously from Slovenia, so how many different languages do you speak?
I speak English, Slovenian, Croatian, and now I'm learning French.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fluent in all four? We're not quite French yet.
No, these three and then French, just the basics. Oh, yeah, Bosnian, Serbian, these are all pretty much the same, yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. Was there one that was the toughest to pick up? Where does English fit in that as far as toughest language to pick up? Because you're doing great, by the way. I mean, your English is fantastic.
Well, thank you. But no, English is super different from all of the languages that I know. But since I've been in contact with it since I was little, it's,
kind
easier.
of second nature almost.
Yeah.
All right. Again, Tanya Valancic, you mind sticking with us for one more segment?
Yes.
We'll have her back. If you got any more questions, bring them on up. If you got any questions for Coach Ethridge, you can do that as well. Again, great to have you with us. It's your Cougar Basketball Hour. It's brought to you by Coors Light, Mountain Cold Refreshment. Choose Chill, proud partner of Cougar Athletics. Celebrate responsibly. And we're back after this. The Cougar Basketball Hour on the Cougar Sports Network.
WSU debit card from Gisa, it's hard to tell who's supporting who. When Coug fans use their WSU card, they show off their Coug pride and donations are made back to Cougar Athletics. But the card supports the Coug fan by helping them grow their money. So does the card support the Coug fan or does the Coug fan support the card? It doesn't matter. All that matters is that the WSU card supports Cougar Athletics and your wallet at the same time. Get your WSU card at Gisa.com. Checking account transaction requirements, terms and conditions apply. Insured by NCUA.
You may be eager to break ground on a new outdoor project, but never just start digging. Buried electric and natural gas lines can be anywhere. It's the law to call 811 at least 2 business days before you dig. Spray paint white lines showing your dig zone, and a crew will mark the utility lines. Mark accuracy zone is within 2 feet of the mark, so always hand dig to expose the line first. Call 811 before you dig. The service is free for residential customers. Avista. We just want you to be safe.
For nearly 100 years, Adams Tractor has helped the Northwest knock out to-do list one tough job at a time. As your local Kubota dealer in Spokane and Lewiston, we're proud to back Washington State athletics with the same grit we bring to every yard, field, and job site. From mowing to digging to plowing, Kubota delivers, and so do we. Visit adamstractor.com. Adams Tractor, nearly a century strong, powered by Kubota, fueled by Coug pride.
If we know anything about Cougs fans, it's that a win isn't all you're hungry for on game day. So Northern Quest has a full lineup of restaurants and lounges ready to face any appetite. Cheer on your Cougs with craft beer and cocktails in front of Epic's 10 by 30-foot screen. Grab a steak at Maslow's, a fine cigar at Legends of Fire, or tackle a burger at Fat Burger, before it tackles you. Full menus at northernquest.com. Go Cougs!
This is the Cougar Basketball Hour. Tonight's show is presented by Crimson and Gray. Visit them at 1096 Southeast Bishop Boulevard in Pullman, or find them at every Cougar Basketball Hour this season. Crimson and Gray, proud supporter of Cougar Athletics. Once again, back to the Table, Kitchen, and Bar at Palouse Ridge Golf Club in Pullman. Here's Steve Grubbs.
Well, thank you very much. We are here at the Table, Kitchen, and Bar at the Palouse Ridge Golf Club, and again joined by Tanja Vlasic, freshman out of Slovenia. Did get a question, is there a food that you can get at home that you can't get here that you miss? Do you have a favorite food that just isn't quite right here in the United States to where you can get it in Slovenia or something like that?
Yeah, so we have, I'm going to say two things.
Okay.
First one is cevapi. This is cevapi.
Okay.
This is basically a meat that it's like rolled, and then you put it in lepinja, and then you put onions,
okay,
and then you put sour cream. So good.
Okay.
But it's not kebab. It's quite like kebab. Okay, second one is burek.
Okay.
So this is just with the cheese in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you got cheese in it.
Yeah.
I mean, you put anything with cheese in it, I think I'll eat that. I mean, yes, absolutely. I mean, cheese makes it for me. I mean, you sold me a cheese.
Yeah.
We did have this one also brought in. Can you tell us about the poster you bought when you got here for your dorm room? Do you have a poster in your dorm room?
Yeah, I know. Okay, so here's the story. Me and Mel went on the poster market. There was on the campus.
Uh-huh.
And I'm a big fan of Vincent van Gogh.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I like the sunflower picture.
Okay.
And I saw it there, and I was like, oh my God, I love it. And I bought it.
Uh-huh.
And then I come back to the dorm, I put it up, and then I saw Vincent van Joint. And there's marijuana down, and I'm like, oh my God. And then Lori comes into the room and she sees it, and I just realized that, and I'm like, oh my God, I hope she's not gonna see it. But yeah, so I have sunflower with marijuana.
With Vince Van Joint instead of Vince Van Gogh.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's awesome. Do you still like the poster? Is this a nice poster?
Well, it's a good story to tell.
That's a good story to tell.
Yeah.
Are there a lot of good stories to tell with the group you're going to travel with on the road? Have you had a favorite road trip so far this season?
Yeah, I would say the favorite road trip was the Virgin Island one, because it was the longest one, and we enjoyed really very much. But no, every road trip is special. I mean, we have a lot of memories together. Yeah, just great.
We always get this question in from our fans. They want to know about you and your guys' musical abilities, and they want to know who's the best singer. We've had different people that have been offered up as who's been the best singer. Ike, you've been one of the options as one of the best singers. Is it you, or is there somebody else on this team that might be the best singer on the team?
Well, I think that me and Marta are the best.
Okay.
We sing the most, so we have a lot of experiences. Mostly we sing Mamma Mia after the practices, and yeah, that's it.
When you went on the East Coast road trip, did you stay with the group? What did you do for the Christmas holiday when we went back east?
Oh, we went to New York, me, Marta, Ken, Ski,
so
and
you're part of that group, right?
Yeah, I was part of that group. No, it was amazing.
Was that the first time you'd been to New York City?
Yeah, first time.
And then was there a favorite part of that trip and that weekend or that week that you were able to do? Was it the play? Was it something else?
It was Broadway show, but also the cruise that we took with the Sunset Cruise, and then we saw the lights come up and the whole city, and yeah.
What was, is there anything in Slovenia that is anything like New York City?
Oh, no. We're a small country, so no.
Is there any place, and this was another question from one of our listeners out there, if you were to give somebody either a place in Slovenia or somewhere close to home that they need to go travel and visit to, is there a spot that we should go and visit when we make our plans to go visit maybe that part of the country?
Well, I think capital city, my hometown, Ljubljana. Malia has hard time saying Ljubljana. But yeah, no, I think Ljubljana is great. A lot to see, a lot to visit. So yeah.
All right, let's talk a little bit about this team. You got a few weeks left. You guys, how's practice been? And are you getting ready for the Portland Pilots coming up on Thursday?
Yeah, we are. I think that we just have to give our best until the end of the season. Be competitive no matter how our status, the standings are. Just fight through it and give our best.
Anything that has either surprised you or since you came over here was just different as far as the basketball sense, that maybe this is a little bit different than I thought it was going to be? Was it like more physical over here? Is there anything that has been maybe more challenging than you thought it was going to be when you came in?
Well, I think it's, more physical, faster, and I also think the defense is so much harder because you have good shooters, good drivers, good post-up players. So you whatever you give up, it's bad. So you just have to cover all the spots and play really aggressively.
Looking forward to getting a little time here at Beasley Coliseum. What's it been like to play here in Pullman, and your thoughts on Pullman now that you're actually here in Pullman? What do you think about Pullman, Washington, and Washington State University?
I mean, I really love it. I love that it's so small. I love that it's like people are very, very nice. I love Beasley Coliseum. I love people coming there. I love games. I love school. So no, everything is just great.
Then I guess last thing, do you have a major? And we hope that you have a very long career. Whatever you want to do in basketball, when basketball is over, is there something you want to do? Or do you have a major yet?
Yeah, I'm kinesiology major.
Okay.
And I want to go into strength and conditioning or personal trainer. Yeah.
I've learned one thing throughout this entire year. Whoever comes up here and sits next to me, they're smarter than I am. You guys are all so smart. You're awesome. Love it. Thank you so much for joining us. How about a big hand for our freshman, Tanya Valancic out of Slovenia. Wasn't she great? Take a break. We'll come back with more. It's a Cougar Basketball Hour right here on the Cougar Sports Network.
100 years, Adams Tractor has helped the Northwest knock out to-do list one tough job at a time. As your local Kubota dealer in Spokane and Lewiston, we're proud to back Washington State athletics with the same grit we bring to every yard, field, and job site. From mowing to digging to plowing, Kubota delivers, and so do we. Visit AdamsTractor.com. Adams Tractor, nearly a century strong, powered by Kubota, fueled by Coug pride.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Look, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but if you're a WSU fan and you haven't switched your phone service to Cougs Mobile, you're passing up a slam dunk. Here's the deal. You get exclusive game day perks, and Cougs Mobile contributes to WSU athletics every time you pay your monthly bill. No contracts, no hidden fees, no reason to wait. Switch now to the only phone plan built for Coug fans and on the T-Mobile 5G network. Visit CougsMobile.com.
Hi, I'm Andre Gabriel.
I'm Dara Peters.
And I'm Tasia Sniffen. We're cheerleaders on the WSU Spirit Squad.
Meet Krista Gross, the realtor who supports students like us with NIL sponsorships and resources to help us succeed.
She's dedicated, relentless, and always puts her clients first, just like a true Coug.
With award-winning service and a passion for helping people, Krista is the ultimate coach for home buyers and sellers.
Support her because she supports us. You can find her online at KristaGross.com. That's Krista with the K, KristaGross.com. Go Coug!
Visit CougsMobile.com.
It is the Cougar Basketball Hour live from the Palouse Ridge Golf Club. Cougar Basketball head coach Kamie Ethridge Joining me in just a bit. You can earn your bragging rights at Northern Quest with more slot machines, table games, restaurants, lounges, and luxury hotel rooms than anyone else in the region. Northern Quest, yes, the best. More at northernquest.com. Well, we just heard from your freshman, Tanya Vlasic. Again, Coach, what's it like to go and recruit these international players? And again, a player like Tanya who never set foot on this campus, agreeing to come over here and be part of your program and be part of Washington State University. What's that like as a head coach recruiting a player like Tanya?
Just amazing, like so directed. Like she was so directed in what she wanted to accomplish in her school, in high school, that we couldn't get her to skip school, to leave and come visit us. She was like, no, I'm not doing that. And that was like, okay, so do you like us? And can you imagine being here? And we really think we want you here. And can you do this? And so for her to commit to us without coming on a visit, just speaks volumes to her. She's so serious and yet so crazy, you know, and so has kind of a, fancy kind of imagination and has no, her boundaries are wide, she's kind of, but she knows what she wants in life. And for her, it was very, she believed in us. She wanted an education. She's so smart. Again, the international education system is so much more advanced than what the American is. So they come in here. We had like a 3.8 GPA for our team GPA. I mean, our kids are so smart. They do so well in school, given it's a second language. But then she's got this chip on her shoulder about what she wants to be as a basketball player, and she's not near what she needs to be, and she gets called out on it every single day. She was mad at me all day today because I told her about herself, and she came back at me and made a 3 in my face and wanted to make that very obvious to me, and does, and I love that. I love that. I love that banter. I love that competitiveness. But, she has great IQ, and she has an ability to make other people better on the court. She doesn't have to score. She doesn't have to do a lot of things, but she screens, she rebounds, she wants to defend at a high level. I mean, and those are things that can keep you on the floor just because you're just so great at those things, and it means nothing about what you score on the court. And so she's bought into that. And, again, her ceiling is so high because her shot will get better and better and better. Her composure will get better and better and better. But her ability to make other people better on the court, there's no one on the court that wants to do that more when she steps on the court. She has no – I want something for me when I'm on the court. There's nothing about that in her being, and again, it's a great thing, and I love that about her.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's just something that we've seen with this team is the drive. Even though we've had the wins and losses not go the way we wanted it to this season, still you see not only the want to out of them, but you also see it, and again. I would love to watch tape with you on a certain night because it's like you can see what they're seeing. It's just every once in a while it's a second late or it's a second early or the pass. I mean, they want to feed it inside to the paint, and it's a good thought to get it there. They just do it either hurried or they do it a little bit late and telegraph a little bit. And I mean, it's there. It just isn't there yet. Is that what you're seeing on tape too with this team?
Exactly. I mean, you don't want to watch film with us.
Oh, probably not.
Does he? No. I mean, it's pretty obvious, and it is true. Like there's a game going on, and then there's a game within a game, and really composed, high IQ, just older players. The game slows down, and they can look this way and throw it that way. And young players do it at the same time, and they give it away. They do a rhythm pass when they need to stop and ball fake and then make a pass. I mean, there's just a game within a game, and young players generally are playing too fast, and the game is speeding by them, and they don't understand the composure. Just like when they walk in as freshmen, there's 24 hours in the day, right, for all of us.
Right.
But freshmen feel like they're in a spin cycle.
Yeah.
And you can ask them at 2 o'clock, how you feeling? And they're like, I'm exhausted. I don't know what just happened to me today. And you could ask a senior, and they're like, chill. What do you mean me to do? What do you want me to do? I can go by and swing by. There's just something happens. The emotional taxing of having to be on, they don't know how to be off when they don't have to be on.
Right.
And that's exactly on the court. You don't have to be on 100% every time you touch the ball. You don't have to be on every time you're off the ball. You just have to be on when you, and that's, I think LA gives us she's the best at that, because she can be off the ball and chill and watch and then figure out what she needs to do to help the play. And younger players tend to run to the ball, try to help, and they don't have that chill factor. Right. And again, that's IQ, that's experience, that's and we're just not there yet. We lost a lot of experience with the people that left the program, and these guys have jumped into a swimming pool that they're probably drowning a little bit, and we just need to let them drown and save them a little bit, but we're going to be better in the future because they've had to do so much young in their career.
Yep. Again, with Coach Ethridge, it is a Cougar Basketball Hour. We'll talk a little bit about our opponent Thursday again, the Portland Pilots coming into town, and we'll do it when we come back right here to the Palouse Ridge Golf Club. It's a Cougar Basketball Hour on the Cougar Sports Network.
Washington State University sports broadcast is brought to you in part by Pullman Regional Hospital, the official hospital of Washington State Athletics. Rural communities face unique healthcare challenges. By providing hands-on opportunities for WSU students in health sciences, nursing, pharmacy, and the Elson Floyd College of Medicine, Pullman Regional Hospital is helping to shape the future of local healthcare. Learn more at pullmanregional.org. Pullman Regional Hospital and Washington State, partners in excellence.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
If we know anything about Cougs fans, it's that a win isn't all you're hungry for on game day. So Northern Quest has a full lineup of restaurants and lounges ready to face any appetite. Cheer on your Cougs with craft beer and cocktails in front of Epic's 10 by 30 foot screen. Grab a steak at Maslow's, a fine cigar at Legends of Fire, or tackle a burger at Fat Burger, before it tackles you. Full menus at northernquest.com. Go Cougs!
Dear Traction, Toyota has 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. The RAV4 has legendary versatility. The Grand Highlander's adult-sized third row is for real. And the Tacoma's wild side comes standard. From job sites to campsites and game nights, there's an all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive Toyota to get you there in style. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
It is the Cougar Basketball Hour. A strong NIL program is fueling a new era for Cougar athletics as we welcome you back to the table, kitchen, and bar here at Palouse Ridge Golf Club. WSU is creating opportunities that attract elite talent, keep our stars in Pullman, and unite Cougs everywhere. You can now support NIL through a tax-deductible donation to the Cougar Athletic Fund by joining the Cougar Collective's 1890 Club or by partnering with your business with a student athlete through Playfly Max. Together, we're building the foundation for long-term success in the new Pac-12, and they want to say, go Cougs. All right, Coach, the Portland Pilots coming into town on Thursday night, again, 6 o'clock. If you want to join us at Beasley Coliseum, we want everybody in town, everybody that's hearing us, to not only show up, but bring a friend or two and pack Beasley Coliseum and give us the home court advantage we want and need. And we'll be with you 5:40 for the pregame show. Played them a little over a month ago, right at the start of January. Your thoughts on Portland, and just have you seen anything different out of them, and what do you think it's going to be for us? What are we going to need to get a win against the Portland Pilots coming up on Thursday?
Well, they've lost their 5-player, and she may be back. It's kind of like an Alex thing. Their 5-player that was their starter. She's been in a boot. She may be back. We don't know. They've lost their sub 4-player, who's a really good player, and then they lost their 4-player, who's the key to their press, and she's back now.
Okay.
But she's not the same player in the full court, but she's still dynamic in the half court. Like they're like bullies. Like that's what I keep trying to tell our players. They're bullies. They run through you. They get calls. They complain when you body them up. They're just savage. They're savage, and that's a little bit of what we're a little bit too nice. We're a little bit too nice, and if we get mad, sometimes we are out of control mad, and they play in a way that gets them calls, and they're really good at it, and I respect that, and it's an area where we got to be savage in the way that get calls against them, because they're going to run through you at times. They're going to post and illegally post, and you got to find a way to get around them. They're going to post our smaller players, and we have to find ways to help. But their press, I'm hoping, is a little bit less effective because of their injuries. But at the same time, if it's full blown, we have to be better. We had 25 turnovers, I think, against them in the first time, and if we don't have that, we're fine. Like, we have to take care of the ball. We spent a lot of time in practice this week going, if you have a deflection, get off, go run. Get off, go to the bike, whatever you have to do. It's just the mindset that even a deflection against our guys that are trying to press like Portland is a loss. And that's not to say just even a deflection doesn't always mean a turnover, but it often does. Right. And it often slows down the play, and they're good at that. And so we just have to be so good at ball control. We have to get shots every single time we're going on the offensive end. We cannot give them the ball. Pepperdine, we cannot give them the ball and let them have runouts. I mean, that's the easiest way to lose a game. And the second easiest way is to give up offensive rebounding or not defend the defensive glass. And we have to do those two things. I mean, I'm just going to be a monster every day in practice about those two things.
Again, Thursday night, 6 o'clock. That is going to be your start time for Washington State University and Portland. Got one more break to squeeze in. Let's go ahead and do that now. And then when we come back, we'll visit more with Coach Ethridge to wrap up the show. We'll do it next. Again, it's your Cougar Basketball Hour right here on the Cougar Sports Network.
It's hard to tell who's supporting who. When Coug fans use their WSU card, they show off their Coug pride, and donations are made back to Cougar Athletics. But the card supports the Coug fan by helping them grow their money. So does the card support the Coug fan, or does the Coug fan support the card? It doesn't matter. All that matters is that the WSU card supports Cougar Athletics and your wallet at the same time. Get your WSU card at Gisa.com. Checking account transaction requirements, terms and conditions apply. Insured by NCUA.
You may be eager to break ground on a new outdoor project, but never just start digging. Buried electric and natural gas lines can be anywhere. It's the law to call 811 at least 2 business days before you dig. Spray paint white lines showing your dig zone, and a crew will mark the utility lines. Mark accuracy zone is within 2 feet of the mark, so always hand dig to expose the line first. Call 811 before you dig. The service is free for residential customers. Avista. We just want you to be safe.
For nearly 100 years, Adams Tractor has helped the Northwest knock out to-do list one tough job at a time. As your local Kubota dealer in Spokane and Lewiston, we're proud to back Washington State athletics with the same grit we bring to every yard, field, and job site. From mowing to digging to plowing, Kubota delivers, and so do we. Visit adamstractor.com. Adams Tractor, nearly a century strong, powered by Kubota, fueled by Coug pride.
If we know anything about Cougs fans, it's that a win isn't all you're hungry for on game day. So Northern Quest has a full lineup of restaurants and lounges ready to face any appetite. Cheer on your Cougs with craft beer and cocktails in front of Epic's 10 by 30 foot screen. Grab a steak at Maslow's, a fine cigar at Legends of Fire, or tackle a burger at Fat Burger, before it tackles you. Full menus at northernquest.com. Go Cougs!
Back here for the final minutes of the show. Again, it is a Cougar Basketball Hour. Coach Ethridge will be back in just a minute or so. Again, happy to have you with us, Cougar Nation. Each time you bring your Toyota vehicle to be serviced at a local and participating Toyota dealership, you can receive a premium Washington State giveaway item as a member of the Toyota Rewards Program. Stay tuned for more information on how to become a Rewards Program member. Also want to remind you to check out the all-new Inside WSU Athletics podcast each week here straight from WSU Interim Director of Athletics John Harlow, as the podcast will take fans inside Cougar Athletics with all the latest news and information, including interviews with Cougar coaches, student athletes, alumni, and staff every week. Find each Inside WSU Athletics podcast episode on the WSU Cougars YouTube page or download the show. Listen on your favorite podcast platform. Well, Coach, 3 of the final 5 games of the regular season at home at Beasley Coliseum. Want to urge again everybody to make their way out to Beasley Thursday night, 6 o'clock. Following week, go ahead and make the trip up to Spokane. See if we can have some Cougs at the McCarthy Athletic Center when we take on Gonzaga. But as we get set, is this what you would consider the stretch run of the regular season, or are you still kind of just going game by game and doing it that way?
What a great – what do you tell your team?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've had a rough season. There's no sugarcoating it. No one expected us to be in this position. Certainly, I've never been in this position. The players, and I just look at it like wake up every single day and you have a minimum of 6 games to play. And you train 365 days a year to play games. So if you can't show up for these last 6 games, extend it to 7, extend it to 8, whatever that means, like the magnitude of how do you not compete in these moments? And I appreciate everybody in this room tonight. You guys are so loyal. You're so kind. You're so good. You so stick with us. I know you are devastated when we lose, and you're wondering what the heck is wrong with us sometimes when we lose and how we lose, just like our players are. We're not perfect. We're not the perfect team, but I just believe that we can be better, and I believe that we have more in us, and I want our players to dive in and be better than they've ever been, and to not be in a pity party. There's no pity in what we haven't been. It's just go beat somebody in that possession. Go be better in that possession. Go win that possession, and then turn around and win the next possession, and be so much in the moment and try to become a better player and a better teammate and a better competitor every step of the way that we have left. And if anyone is not in that, then they probably need to move on and go somewhere else. And I think our team is so bought into that. They want to be good. They want to be great. Again, we're not perfect, but I think we have the chance to accomplish some things that we haven't yet. I think our ceiling is still high. I think we can take care of the ball better. I think we can shoot the ball better. I think we can execute better. I think we have some weapons on the floor that can be more effective. Can we put it together? That's that right there. Those 4 players right there, they need to be asked that question. And again, just appreciate everybody showing up. We want people in the stands. This game against Portland, it's so key for us. And then following up with our senior weekend, we need people to support this program and know that we're doing the right things to build this program in the right way. And we're going to get better and better and better.
Again, February the 12th, that's Thursday. Portland coming to town. Then we go to Spokane to play Gonzaga, to Corvallis to take on Oregon State. And again, you can make your plans February 26th and the 28th, the final 2 games of the regular season. The senior weekend, Thursday against Seattle University and Saturday against St. Mary's. And a couple of teams there at the end of the season that could affect seeding and maybe playing on the opening day or maybe not playing on the opening day of the West Coast Conference Tournament. So again, some important games still left on the schedule for us. Did you get a chance to check out a new menu item here at the table, Kitchen and Bar?
I did the Monte Cristo, and yeah, it was good. And the flatbread, unbelievably good. And our players, the risotto is to die for.
Okay.
They say, and the ribeye was good. So everything we've had so far has been pretty amazing.
Fantastic. Again, table, kitchen, and bar.
I mean, just fancy free.
Fancy free. That's what we're doing here tonight.
Razzle dazzle.
Okay. Is that like banana pudding?
I mean, what else can you do? Just.
Yeah, it's the Table, Kitchen, and Bar. We're here at the Palouse Ridge Golf Club. We will be back with you again next Tuesday.
Let's go. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being here with us as we're wrapping things up here again on a Tuesday. We'll talk to you Thursday. I also want to take a moment to wish the men the best of luck. They're playing tonight. They're in Spokane. They're taking on Gonzaga. Chris King will have the play call. 7:30 is going to be the pregame show. 8 o'clock on the network. It's also on ESPN2 if you want to tune in and watch the Cougars take on Gonzaga. And again, we're back with you Thursday night, 6 o'clock, and then want to do this one more, another go-around next week?
Go Cougs!
That's going to do it for us. Bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. The Cougar Basketball Hour on the Cougars Sports Network.
Listening to the Cougar Basketball Hour from the Table, Kitchen, and Bar at Palouse Ridge Golf Club in Pullman on the Cougar Sports Network. Tonight's show has been brought to you by Crimson and Gray. Visit them at 1096 Southeast Bishop Boulevard in Pullman or find them at every Cougar Basketball Hour this season. Crimson and Gray, proud